Hello and greetings, my fellow Londarkians. Welcome to a special video about the Long Dark on the Xbox Series X. Yes, we actually just got the Xbox Series X in the studio today. So I'm going to keep running it through the paces, etc., etc. And one of the first things I did want to check out, though it is not optimized yet, of course, for the next-gen consoles, how fast are the load times? Graphically, is it looking a little bit better on the Xbox? And things of that nature. So, alright, we're about to pop into a new survival game. Okay, let's get on Interloper. I don't have any badges or feats on the Xbox. I mostly play on the PC, so. Alright, let's get in. Be a random spawn. Right away, you will notice load time pretty good. I wouldn't say as. There's a slight delay from what I'm running is a 2080 Ti NVIDIA card on my PC normally. So it's a little bit not quite as fast, but it is significantly faster than the regular Xbox One. Even on the Xbox One X, which I do have, it runs a lot slower than I really feel like is good. Alright, we're also playing on a controller, so it's a little bit weird to be back on a controller. Alright. Not looking too bad. Graphically, it is looking good. We're running well. It does feel smooth as butter. Just one thing to note. Even though they do have different controllers for the Xbox One Series X, the battery packs actually do run from just as fine. You just can't close the back end if you've got one of those panels from the regular Xbox Series Xbox controllers. All right, we're looking good though. This is running pretty smooth. So you get a little bit cold. I can't quite remember all the buttons in. Alright, -20. You have a couple little extra buttons we can pull up our, check our weather and everything real quick. There is on Xbox, I have no idea, unfortunately. They are looking good, though. I do want to get over so we can test some load times.
Can't feel my hands.
Always a little bit of the Long Dark. Yeah, we're coming up in Pleasant Valley right now. And I think the Pleasant Valley Homestead would be a good idea. But also remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is on Xbox Game Pass as well. So if you have the Xbox Game Pass, you can play the Long Dark. I don't know if that's ever moving off of it, but...
So cold.
We had some of the default settings too, so you actually have to hold down. Ugh, alright. Probably should have grabbed those cattails, actually. We don't have our Firemaster perk. Can't be lazy, Will. They're running relatively smooth. I did pick up the Xbox Series X just because it's a little bit more powerful and it does have a disc. I'm a little bit old school. I have all those backwards. The Xbox Series X is backwards compatible, so I can even play my old Xbox games from like 20 years ago on here if I really wanted to. So that is one of the nice caveats about it. Keep on keeping on, Will. I think the biggest hang up is the load times for this next gen console. I'm going to see a severe, from what I've tested so far, about half an hour or so, I've seen really significant improvements. Alright, we are making our way there. So we got a deer carcass, nothing I can do with that just yet. We're going to need some matches. Pleasant Valley start, actually very doable. I've hung out here for about a month or so before I even left. Though otherwise, it isn't very forgiving. Usually they call... Ooh, we've also got some birch over here as well. We'll freeze a little bit. We're not too far from our destination of Pleasant Valley Farmstead. But graphically, I cannot really... I do run this on 4K, on ultra settings on PC. I cannot really tell that much of a difference. Like, it might be an imaginary thing I'm thinking, but no, it does look about the same. I can't really... It's very noticeable in Nintendo Switch, especially things farther away, but it's just graphically looking very solid. Alright, so let's head over and we'll really start to hit those load times as well. Even though I would say it even looks a little bit better graphically than on the Xbox One X. It does seem that it is better. Let's head over and check out. Now I'm hoping, and as soon as we get that PS5 in next week, I will run, of course, the Long Dark on that. I actually never played a Long Dark on the... I do have PS4 Pro, but I never got around to playing that. But we'll check it out on the PS5. Alright, so let's see. Alright, count the seconds. Oh. Wow, that was about 2 seconds. Compared to usual load time on Xbox One and Xbox One X, very, very good. Alright, now let's go test this around a little bit more. Wow, okay, that's good. That is pretty solid. And I could definitely give it a hearty recommendation on the Game Pass, especially now. One of the big deterrents, and I've talked to a lot of people that play on Xbox, they make a lot of rock caches because they hate going in and out. Like, what if you forget something? You're sitting at a good long load time. But this is kind of really, really good. That one was a little bit, I would say a second more, but we're probably averaging about 3 seconds load time. Let's just see. Yeah, about 2 to 3 seconds max. And that's pretty good. I would say my load time on PC is maybe a fraction of a second faster, but pretty dang close. So the only caveat right now is probably, we'll check this door as well. A little bit longer on that one, I felt. Might have been even like 3.5 seconds, but so I think going into interior would be a lot faster. Yeah, so it's about a second longer, which is actually very impressive going outside. All right, let's just check that. 2, 3, 4. Not going outside this front door, it's about 5 seconds. Just barely enough to notice. So interior, the load time is about half. Not looking bad at all. Up some toilet water real quick and but have yet to check out winter mute or anything on these Xbox Series X, but and it is looking good. I would say it is almost relatively on par with it pretty much is on par with the PC version almost. Except I kind of gotten used to back to using a mouse and keyboard now, so controller again does feel slightly off. But there you have it, folks. The Xbox Series X coverage of Long Dark. I would definitely recommend, if you do get the next-gen console, giving it a check out. It runs pretty solid as far as I've seen. Probably ran it for about a little less than an hour, but it looks and feels just as good as the PC version. But alright, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to hit that like button. Does help out a lot. Stay tuned for more Long Dark coverage, and I'll see you guys in the next video.